What up, y'all? Y'all rocking with me, the one and only DJ J Erica. It's a DJ J Erica podcast. Yo, you're rocking with me, the one and only DJ J Erica. It's a DJ J Erica podcast. And today, this is a special live. And we are live with a new music artist that's from Ohio. His name is Quaz, and he has new music with us. And we're basically going to talk about his music, his career, and everything else. And just have a powwow back and forth. If you guys are supporters of my channel and YouTube, of course, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell. All right. And for everybody that's out there listening right now, can't watch it, make sure you guys download that audio that will be available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and much, much more. The link will also be in the description. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. And welcome to the show, Quaz, man. How are you doing?
Hey, definitely. I'm good. Good to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's fantastic. I'm glad to have you on the show today. And of course, you came on here to promote some brand new material that you got coming out and out right now.
Yes. So I got a new single. It's out right now called So Right, but I'm promoting a new joint. It's all coming off of my new album called New Trap Swing that's going to be dropping in January. So we're promoting 2 songs right now. So Right, which is more like a rider, you know what I'm saying? Just maybe with your homies. And then like a pimp, which is definitely more of the club bag.
Right. And I want to get to your background. It says that you are from Ohio, correct?
So I was born in Ohio, but you know what I'm saying? I'm coming out of Charlotte. I've been in Charlotte for about 10 years now. So it's, you know what I'm saying? It's been 704 for a while.
Okay, so you're settled in North Carolina, Charlotte, you said?
Yeah.
How is it up there?
It's beautiful. Women, weed, and weather. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's all that. Yeah. My case is there and everything. So you know what I'm saying? I love it out here in the cities. There's so much love. So you know what I'm saying? It's beautiful. Yeah.
So let's start. Of course, I like to talk about your biography and what made you decide to go into music industry. So tell me how you started your career in the entertainment industry.
So I used to be like a ghostwriter. So for a long time, I was making beats and selling, you know what I'm saying, whole songs. Like I'm the cat that I make a beat, have a hook with it too, and you know, might even start you off with a little verse. You know what I'm saying? And then as I began to meet more people and work up under, you know, more producers, I kind of wanted to get away from ghostwriting. You know what I'm saying? Being just somebody that people come to for songs, but I felt I could be, you know, strong enough to deliver the same songs now. You know what I'm saying? So I got to a point where in Charlotte, I opened up my own studio and was going from there. I got, you know, just start pushing the music that I was making while recording other people, other artists out the city, working with damn near everybody in the city. You know, Baby before he blew up, just everybody, you know what I'm saying? It was a mad rush to work with everybody. And eventually we released Extravagant. You know, it independently moved up on the Billboard charts. I got to number 7 on the hot single charts. You know what I'm saying? For independent artists, that's huge. So to be able to do that and just keep pushing now, you know what I'm saying? This whole new trap swing sound is what I'm trying to push. Like it's an album, but it's also a whole sound. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole way to describe these hybrid rappers and like myself.
Word. And so you said that you were a producer. So you said you're like a writer and a producer, like a ghostwriter, right?
Yeah.
So do you ghostwrite particularly hip hop, R&B, or do you mix it up?
It's been both. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, because you can really get a whole point across with auto-tune now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can get a shorty to really understand the whole song and the vibe of the concept if you know how to write it. My mom was a singer. You know what I'm saying? So I had always had a background of understanding vocals and, you know, harmony, melody, you know, just different things. And so, yeah, it's been both. You know, money's probably better in R&B though, because R&B artists just take it more serious. You know what I'm saying? By the time they hire you to write something, you know, they're already ready to go. Rappers don't always feel they need help. And so, you know, it comes and goes, but I don't write for people no more.
Yeah. So why did you stop ghostwriting for people?
I just felt like I wanted my name mentioned among, you know, rap's greats. I felt like as a songwriter, I'm probably one of the best alive. And I wanted it to be known that way. I didn't want it to be known as somebody else's voice for my material. I wanted it to be mine.
All right, I feel that. I feel that. And is the project that you have a project that's all together with the new singles you have that we're going to be talking
Mm-hmm.
about, right? So
Yes.
is this like one of your first projects that you put together as a solo artist that you were previously doing ghostwriting?
No, this is probably like my third project. I keep it, what I'm saying? I've been just keep pushing. With pushing. This one is just I felt like we had a sound that we could describe. You know what I mean? Like everybody comes out with, out the trap part one, out the trap part two. Like New Trap Swing is not just me saying this is an album. It's a way to describe Tory Lanez, myself, Ty Dolla Signs. It's a way to describe certain artists where people felt like, do these guys rap? Do they sing? It's like, well, I'm describing how I've done it, and I blended it with. I always come with a level of lyricism, but it's almost like an R&B lyricist. You know what I'm saying? That's how it kind of comes across.
Word, and I like that partake on when you say that, like R&B lyricist and all that together. Sometimes like when you're in the industry, it's hard for you to define yourself, but you seem to have like a straight description on what you do and how you do it. Now, just to piggyback off of what you were saying, what is the difference between working behind the scenes, being a ghostwriter, versus being up front and being an artist? Like, what is the difference that you would say it is?
Like when you work with people, uh, one, they think a lot of you, right? To want them to hear, you know what I'm saying? For them to want your stuff. Like if you come to me and say, I like your pen, I want some of them lyrics, I'm honored, one. But then I gotta kind of sit with you, even if it's just, smoke a blunt with you, or you know what I'm saying? Like, so as you get to know the person, you might say something for one artist you would never say for another, or vice versa. But for me, it was starting to be like, I'm saying things that nobody could say, only I could say. I'm the writer, I'm the artist. And so the bigger difference was kind of one, you're using your own money for this endeavor. You know what I'm saying? Being a ghostwriter, you getting paid. Being an indie artist, it's all on you, right? So, that's the biggest difference. And then the other difference, like, you get to be more accountable, right? So I can say something about, love and give it to someone else, and I'm not accountable for that. But in these raps and stuff, and my stuff, it's my face. I said it. I gotta mean it, good, bad, or indifferent. So it's probably that part too, the accountability of it.
Oh wow, yeah, that gotta be dope. And of course, you are able to perform. You're able to be more artistically free and presenting what you have versus it trying to like combine with somebody else's brand and their vision. It's like 100% your vision.
Facts, right? Like this is me. This is what I was thinking. Yeah.
So let's talk about the single Extravagant. That's the single that you have out. You have a video and stuff out for that.
So right, I had a studio, and I had my old manager. He used to be like, yo, you can't trap out the studio. And I'm like, we trapping out the studio, bro. That's what we're doing. So I got kicked out, the studio building, right? Of course that happened. But he used to be like, yo, you always trying to do this extravagant shit, man. Like, you always trying to act bigger than you are. And we just made a song on the last night of the night before I got kicked out the studio. And everybody in the city started rocking with it, you know what I'm saying, in Charlotte. And Charlotte's kind of a dope place because there's so much that's like small, like there's small house parties, there's small events, there's small kickbacks. And if you linked in with everybody, you can kind of blow up. And so we took this single to all the DJs, like all of, everybody we knew from the studios, everybody I knew from the clubs. And, it became much more of a Charlotte thing. We just blew it up from there.
Word. So, speaking of like the party scene and everything else with COVID, how is that affecting the party scene out there in Charlotte?
I mean, it's still kickbacks, you know what I'm saying? Like, once you know people out here, like, you always gonna get a text about, oh, it's so-and-so having a kickback, or, you know what I'm saying, somebody over here. All the club stuff got shut down, and it's been that way, though, before COVID, like, and I'm glad you asked this question. Even before COVID, they was always trying to shut us down. I mean, we had some legendary spots out here, and all the commercial real estate, you know what I'm saying, is owned out here by the powers that be. And so in Charlotte, it's been really difficult for us to keep clubs consistent because we don't own the buildings. You know, promoters just, you know what I'm saying, pack it out. So a lot of it has spread out into more kickbacks, more, you know, small social gatherings, maybe small lounges, but they still jump because it's so many people here, so many people coming. And so it never really stops. It always just transforms into something else. Like, you know, just the party scene just transform into something else out here.
Okay, yeah. So you guys are basically being able to function throughout basically all through all of this COVID stuff going on.
Yep, don't nothing stop it. Yeah, it's been dope. Yeah.
So now just want to know, what was the full process of like creating the current project that you have?
Definitely. So my mom had passed away about 3 years ago. And I remember I had just dropped Extravagant, and it was kind of like, you know, working on new music anyway. But growing up in the 90s, she kind of played so much R&B, you know what I'm saying? I heard so much of it. I kind of wanted to make an album that was homage to 90s R&B, you know what I'm saying? But not heavily sampling 90s R&B. I think we got like maybe one heavy 90 or two heavy 90 samples. But I try not to just remake songs because I don't like doing that. I think people get a little lazy on the hooks. Like, we get a little lazy on the track, you know, we just remake it. So with this one, I wanted to have something that was like paying homage to it, but not copying it in any way, shape, or form, something new. And some of the producers I met, like, again, Black Metaphor, I met his crib, you know, I met some of the best producers I could find, and they helped me really craft a sound that, you know, pay homage to 90s rap, but let's still keep it trap. Let's still, you know what I'm saying? Let's trap it out to the feds come. And so that was how the feel of the album is.
Word. And also I wanted to talk about your single LAP. And it has like you kind of like in the video you have like a Joker type of look and stuff, like with the lighting and all of the colors and everything. What was that, the story on that?
So it's gonna be a continuation of a couple things. And a lot of my videos I remake movie scenes, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to introduce the character. It's gonna be a whole video series of different movie caricatures, and the Joker's one, and I'm gonna tie it in. So it's kind of gonna be like how R. Kelly had a series. I'm gonna probably do a series of different, you know, Marvel characters or DC characters. I got the Joker, so the next one coming up, it'll tie in. Y'all understand it a little better. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna tie in.
Okay, so it got like that short story or that yeah, like the Trapped in the Closet, like a musical series, mini series.
Yeah, we're gonna move away from the Kells comparison, right?
Right, yeah. We're gonna move that. Not just particularly on that project, but not Kells, right?
Yeah, I feel you know? I don't pee on nothing but a toilet, y'all. Okay? Toilet, I leave it there. Okay, that's right. Like regularly.
Right.
Oh,
yeah. So that's funny. Yeah. So you basically so you got like a Joker theme and stuff. So how many videos do you think is gonna come out with that particular like?
So
trilogy?
it's a 10-song project. And I felt like if you can't make a dope album in 10 songs, I mean, bro, what we doing? You only need 10 songs. Michael Jackson did it in like 9 or something, right?
Yeah.
Like he had a whole Thriller. So, you know, for me, it's probably going to be only 4 videos. And the first one, you know, we were literally going to be shooting more, and then COVID happened. Like, And so, you know, it was just a matter of, all right, we compiled everything we could get together. And the next videos will kind of give us more time to put some things together. Because I'm not gonna lie, when I dropped that video, COVID happened and everybody was like, the world going in. I was like, oh man, we're gonna get us a video out for this album before this before the end. Slide me a little So yeah, I mean, but the next joints in the series of 4 will be dope.
So in regards to like being an indie artist, what is the benefits of being an indie artist compared to like possibly like doing record label deal? What is the best benefits of being indie?
You it depends on what you value, right? So for me, what I value in life is ownership. I value being able to say I own it. Like ain't nobody gonna tell me, you know, I can maximize the value of it at the rate I choose to because I own all of it. Um, and because I understand that value, I know why, you know what I'm saying, I'm doing certain things. And understanding the why is more motivating than a lot of, the rewards you could possibly get. Because this is, let's be honest, it is rap. Like, the rewards, you either want to sell records or you want recognition. And, it's either or maybe both. And so for me, that understanding my why isn't just a money thing. It's not just this thing. It's I want to own whatever I'm doing in life. And that could have been anything. That could have been, selling cars. I would have wanted to own the dealership I worked at. So for me, that value was just so important, so strong that staying indie and doing it my ways, that's one of the values I own. Like that's me in life. I would have been that way. Music's just what I'm doing. Ownership is a value of my life. So music's just what I'm doing, and I want to own it. So yeah, that's where it's been.
I feel like that's like one of the smartest things an artist could do is like own their masters, make sure that they're always eating at the end of the day. That makes me think about a news headline that I had read recently about the artist named Russ. And he was basically posted his thing on Twitter saying that he was getting paid $100,000 a week doing music, or I guess his music was doing that well. But this was after him leaving Columbia Records. Do you think it's possible for an artist to build an income where they're bringing in that amount of money without previously being signed to a record label? Or do you feel like people throw the word indie around a bit too much when it comes to like success if they've already signed to a label to build their brand?
Yeah, I be feeling like when people say indie, they be like, oh yeah, yeah, they throw that word just around too much. They just throw that word around. Like I be like, I'm self-funded. Like this money came from my bank account and I did something to make it happen, right? Like I think that's been the bigger difference is people understanding what independent artists, the term really means. And I know it's such a buzzword, right? It's like it's just a buzzword. It make people feel good, and it shouldn't make you feel good. This artist is broke, is what it's saying. But and I think being independent, it's a wave now. You know what I'm saying? Like we have a whole term for indie artists. We're not describing a sound. What an indie artist is just a business term. That's not a sound. He's an independent artist. Okay, he's not signed to a major. That's all that means. It's not you know what I mean? That's just everybody who's not signed to a major. So for me, it's just been like, I don't even like using the term for myself. You know what I mean? Like I tell people I'm a rapper. I tell people I'm an artist because you come across real cheap when you start off. I'm an indie artist, or it is where you are in life, but I just thought I was an artist. I just thought I was, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I can compete with any artist that's alive. It doesn't matter if they're indie signed. Let's go, bro. Let's turn the mic on, turn the beats on. Let's do it. You know what I mean? Like, so, yeah, I just think it's a term people it's a buzzword. It makes them feel, I don't know, smart today.
Yeah, I noticed that, like the past few years or past decade or so, when people throw the word indie artists around, I be feeling like it's like a lot of them is actually signed to labels. They actually had a machine backing them, and some people think indie as in like literally 100% by myself, funded by myself, stuff like that. But then we have other artists like the artist I had mentioned, Russ, where he's also was being funded by Columbia Records and stuff like that. So for him to make $100,000 a week, that's kind of off the backs of that label technically, because they basically helped to promote him. But this time all the money gets to go to him, which is a good. I mean, it's a smart move, I guess.
It's the head start.
Yeah, it's like a head start.
Like, all right, bro.
Yeah, word.
You got all your fame from your major label situation, so it's a head start. But I can't fault anybody for. I mean, I don't want to fault anybody in this game. However you make it, you know what I'm saying? It's hard. Period. But it does feel a little bit like, well, bro, you got a head start. I mean, you know, some of us that have never signed on the dotted line, we still going through this process as our own entity. And so I think it's cool to have 2020 vision. It's cool to have hindsight 2020. Like that's what it sounds like. It's you signed, you went through a process, whatever, and then you know you're having hindsight 2020, but it's still good. It's still good. You know what I'm saying? Good message. It just, probably. So the messenger feels flawed. Yeah.
So what is your marketing strategy as an independent artist, someone who is funded completely by yourself? What do you do to get your brand out to people?
I'm probably, as you can see, you know what I'm saying, humor. That's one way. I'm a pretty funny guy on social media. Y'all follow me. I've been told to keep the jokes down, so I stopped having too many jokes, you know what I'm saying, and been banned off these sites. But
yeah, they're real funny with that.
My beard gang support, you know what I'm saying? I was making jokes about having the beard, not having the beard. You know, a lot of people don't, you know what I'm saying? They keep, you know, y'all keep saying that's Photoshop. I'm like, listen, maybe I just shaved today. You know, you don't know. This is a whole beard. So, I mean, a lot of it's just been promoting, pushing, network. I make some fire ass music, so I ain't gonna lie to you. And I push hard. So for me, it's just been maybe natural, right? Maybe it's just been, you know, and there's so much. That's why I tell people, for me, the best place to reach me is quazmusic.com. I operate everything out of my website. I built my own platform, you know what I'm saying? So I tell people follow my website. And it'll lead to all the other sites, you know what I'm saying, on Twitter, Facebook. But my website, I just try to bring people in. We create a relationship. We have fun. We in the studio. We got records in the back. Y'all can't see the rest of this. I don't want to move the laptop. It might break. But it's a blast. So, yeah.
So speaking of the vinyl, I see you got a hell of a vinyl collection. I actually have vinyl behind me too.
Yeah. I was. Yeah, what you got?
Man, you know, that's a little bit of soul to soul right there. TLC, Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Loose Ends, Tony, Bobby Brown. I got like 100 other vinyls over here on my side.
Okay.
More on the wall and stuff. So you know, I got pretty much a good soul hip hop music collection. That's the type of stuff I'll be spinning. But what do you got? You got a library.
You ever heard of this?
I can't see. Oh, say something again. So go back on you.
Diane Steinberg. We got what is this? Golden Tears. Yeah. Notes. Not of this earth. Yeah. I got some records. So we're doing a little sampling. Yeah. So, yeah, sampling a lot. You know, it's a lot of records involved, a lot of vinyl.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to have like a vinyl collection. It's so throwback feel, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, like I used to go get my vinyls from like a store, like a record shop up here, but they done closed everything now. So it's like everything I have is literally what I have. I can't add on to it. I got like over 100 or something of them, and then they shut the entire place. So yeah. Where do you get your vinyl from? So I can know, so I can get me some.
It's a couple cats I know. Yo, you gotta DJs will swap with you. You know what I'm saying?
But
a lot of DJs will swap.
I'm trying to collect. You know, like I've been trying to collect these, you know, because like
real talk, it's
classic albums. Like I got a ton of classic. I got the Thriller, all of that, everything
on vinyl.
Yeah, on vinyl.
Yeah, I just got the Wiz on vinyl. It's fire.
Oh man, that's classic. That's classic.
Whole soundtrack. Mike was going ham. Yeah,
you can't win. You can't win. Whatever how you said he can't wait. Or he's on down the road. Yeah. so good. That's some good music right there. It's classic, man.
Yo, get it. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's where it all comes from, though. I mean, we sample, you know what I'm saying? And obscure samples, stuff people ain't heard, you know what I mean? Just stuff people wouldn't even think about, you know what I mean? Just flip it, toss it, chop it. Yeah. Great stuff, man.
So, you are, of course, like I said, your career, you have music that's out and stuff, and to me, your career is relatively new. It's a lot of people haven't heard from you, or are just starting to know who you are as an artist. What do you want people to convey from you in their first meeting or being introduced to your craft?
I'm I'm not I just want to remove the indie aspect of it because I feel like right now I compete with anybody. Lyrically, as far as bar for bar, if you're a hip hop fan, I feel like I have something for you. And in the regards of, I know a lot of people say that, so let me say it in the sense of, I feel like I'm literally. I mean, I always say it, like I always compare myself to Drake because nobody else is trying to compete with him. And it's like, I don't get it, but I feel like when Drake came out, he had this sound that everybody could kind of relate to. And I feel like I'm on that same path of groundbreaking artists that been able to, transcend certain levels of this genre to the point where it don't matter what age you are, you're gonna bop to this, and you know what I'm saying? Lyrically, it's still high quality bars. So yeah, that's me. You're gonna bop and it's gonna be bars. That's what I want you to get. Bop and bars.
Yeah. And I mean, I feel like sometimes when people say the word indie, it does put a stigma. It kind of makes people not want to listen because they're like, "Oh, you're indie." There's sometimes you have indie artists and their music, and they're just like, it's not a quality, it's not good, this, and this. And sometimes I do stigmatize people that are like top, like on professional level with their audio engineering, their production, their work, and everything else. So I mean, when I present artists on my platform, I say music artists, whether it's somebody who's been in the game for 20 years, 2 years, 1 year, I would put everything in the same category because I want everybody that comes on the platform or, my viewers that pop on the platform to get an equal chance when it comes to like getting new viewers and stuff like that. Because I did notice like when you're like, indie artist, it's like people like, indie, like, you know what I mean?
It's like the great value version. Oh, bruh.
Right.
Yeah,
so,
like
it'll be like that. You know what I mean? So I'll just be like, let me try to like make sure it's just like music artists. Like that's
love. I mean, you know what though? I just feel like to be introduced, right? Hey, that's you know what I'm saying? That's the dope part. I don't care if you would have said, you know what I'm saying? We got this little Q-tip colored nigga coming up in here, like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all, what's up? So it's always the best to be introduced. Yeah.
So, in your spare time, outside of producing and stuff like that, what do you like to do?
So I'm an avid sports fan, y'all. I mean, obviously. Shout out to Zion coming out of Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Well, Duke to be exact. I'm a Carolina fan, but I'm a huge sports fan. So I have a foundation that I've been running in Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? It's called The Elites, and we go into like a lot of the high schools. We work with kids on a lot of different things. We had a recording program set up to where when kids would want to, come in, make beats and record, they had to have a C average, or you know what I'm saying, they couldn't come to the studio no more. So we helping kids who need a little bit more motivation to stay in high school. You know what I'm saying? We helping kids who don't, you know what I'm saying, even got nobody that cared to be like, what are your grades? We actually like, yo, what are your grades? What the fuck was you doing today? You know what I'm saying? Like, and so running that foundation too, and we don't highlight it much, right? I ain't trying to put on blast because it's actually teenagers, and so there's legal issues in that aspect. But as it grows, y'all gonna see it. Running that is like a second job. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Sports, you know what I'm saying, and this music trying to beat it in y'all head.
Well, man, that's dope. Really, that's really, really dope that you're doing that for your community and everything else as an artist, and you're helping to inspire and teach people.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And it's ran by me and my man Todd J. So shout out to Todd. Bam. Love you, brother. Yeah. Yeah. So and that's one thing I think that I think a lot of people maybe wouldn't know about me because you know what I'm saying, whatever they want to assume, but you don't know how much it takes to give to the community because sometimes the community always want to give to you as you're giving to it. You know what I'm saying? And that is always receptive. So, you know, shout out to everybody, man, in Charlotte. We're gonna keep it rocking, man. Yeah.
Word. So I want to know what's on your playlist. I know you sit there and produce music all day, every day. What's on your playlist? What do you listen to get you pumped, whether it's for sports or just a chilling vibe to? What songs is on your playlist?
That's not me.
That's not you.
Who's the I'm gonna get rich today? I want to say that's I'm gonna get rich today. Pull up Prince Pennies and with the racks. I forgot the kid's name, but he's dope. All right, so who else do I like? I love Roddy Rich, right? Shout out to Roddy Rich. He's got some dope shit. Always been a big Janae Aiko fan. Her shit is dope. 2 Chainz. I go up and down in terms of like, you know what I'm saying, who it's gonna be. Love Me, you know what I'm saying? Ross, big homie, like one of my idols. So, you know, I'm always gonna smile when Ross come on. Let me see, who else have we been listening to? A lot of, you know, cats that people haven't heard of. A guy out of New York named Ellie Sostra. He's dope. My boy Todd J that runs the foundation with me. He's dope. Out of Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? My boy Cleasy, that's on the LAP song. Yo, he just dropped a project, him and his brother G&G. They got some fire coming out of Charlotte. So that's the thing. Charlotte's going through this whole, we got our own artists that, you know, y'all haven't heard of yet, but as we're growing, man, y'all gonna hear it because the city just keeps growing with more artists that are doing doper and doper things. So shout out to Cleasy, G&G.
All right, so yeah, it's like a renaissance, what you saying, right?
Man. Yeah, and I'm Duke Ellington. Just let these niggas know I'm Duke Ellington. If this is Charlotte.
Like
Exactly.
So, all right. So, if you had to pick your top 5 favorite artists of all time, who would it be?
Like artists. Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder.
Rick James.
That's my city, Buffalo.
Michael Jackson. Jay-Z.
Only one more.
Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys, top 5. That's a very diverse top 5 right there.
Yeah. That'd be my 5. Yeah. I had to check. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a solid top 5 though. Like for real, I wasn't really like disappointed on that. You know what I mean?
Who's your top 5? Like, what you got though?
So my top 5 artists that I really love would be TLC. I love their records. Babyface, Michael Jackson. Off the top. Trying to think of my last 2. Damn, it's hard for me to get the last 2 because so many. Stevie Wonder is definitely on my list too. I'm just trying to think who else. It's so many. Like I just love so many artists. I'm trying to figure out who. And honestly, Michael Jackson is the number 1. So don't take me
right. Yeah, like
pick a particular order because somebody's like, oh, how dare you put Michael Jackson as number 5? Like shit, no. And Quincy Jones, and I'm putting the producers in there on purpose because there's so many that basically makes it so much easier for me to have not selected just a particular artist, like because Quincy Jones has literally produced everybody that you could think of in the past century, like seriously. So, I mean, Ray Charles, Michael Jackson, and everybody else in between, Tamia, all them people, like, you know, he done produced for Tevin Campbell. I mean, his catalog is crazy, like generation to generation, 50, 60, 70 years up in the industry. He's how long? Like,
yeah.
10 times amazing, longer than I've been alive, man. Like, I love me some Quincy Jones and his productions. Like, I wish I could interview him. I don't know, somewhere, maybe one day. But yeah, so, and of course Mike, because it's Michael. Like,
Right.
I listen to all his albums, including like unreleased materials. Like, I would just look through all his stuff and like, oh wow, this is an unreleased song. I like this song, this, and this.
Yo, yeah. Yo, the unreleased joints is hard. Some of those is harder than the new stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good material. I mean, and I mean, he has like a hell of a catalog. Like, you know, you sitting there thinking like, all right, Thriller was like 9 tracks on that. But then after you, like, once he died or whatever, and I started looking through like all his unreleased stuff, I'm like, well, damn, like he had a tough decision to make because all these shits is fire. it's
fire. Like, how you leave that off Thriller, Mike? Like, yo, that would have been fire, bro.
Right. Must
Yeah,
have been enough room, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I think that's pretty much my top 5. Did I say that? I think I made it to 5. But yeah, so what is the plans for the next couple of months? I know it's holiday season and everything else. We're still got this quarantine, we still got this coronavirus, all this drama that's been going on. What's the plan? How are you going to keep pushing forward as an artist overall? While we got all these things, these regulations going on with this COVID stuff.
Definitely. So for me, the plan has been just simple. Again, driving people to my website, quazmusic.com. Really kind of working out of there, and then I'm gonna probably work on really putting together some more, live performances for people. You know what I'm saying? I think that's one aspect that's been dope out of this is everybody gets to work on live private shows a little more. So this is not an old thing. I mean, this is not a new thing. It'll be an old thing. People will be used to live virtual performances, and they definitely, you know what I'm saying, people turn up for them. So that's going to be one aspect, dropping more music videos because we got time. We got more, aspects of life we can reach now. More people being home and working from home. And then we can reach more people because they got more time. So for me, working on the virtual side of things would be a lot more where I focus. I ain't gonna lie, man. People just don't care, man. This coronavirus thing is crazy. Like, Fred the Godson Hole died from coronavirus, like a real live MC. This guy wasn't just some old guy, and it's possible for anybody to catch it. They don't really have control over what it is. So for me, I kind of been stepping back from a lot of live performances, a lot of things that just, we don't have a good answer for it. There's no vaccine, so I feel, I'm gonna give it till about January, see where we at with things before I really step in and commit, you know what I'm saying, to where live performances are a constant thing. It's something, you'll see me do, but it's very selective and few in between. It's just gonna be virtual for now.
Yeah, I mean, and I mean, it could be beneficial doing virtual concerts and stuff like that. I feel like that's gonna end up being like the new wave when it comes to musicians making their money in the midst of all this stuff.
Yeah, and the parking lot concerts. I mean, if we could get them better, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen those and those be lit, but we gotta get a better way to do those. How they turn it so rowdy sometimes. Like 12 coming through can't always be the vibe, but we put them together. Some of the parking lot concerts is going up. Like, it's still going up, especially in Charlotte.
What is a parking lot concert? Can you explain that?
Yeah, so if you never seen it, really. It depends on your city and the outlook, but basically everybody pull up and it's kind of like the drive-through movie experience, but the artist is on stage and everybody's just in there with. So, you got a little more privacy anyway. The speakers is blasting. You can turn, you know what I'm saying, have your windows down because you're going to hear. And we getting y'all to work, you know what I'm saying, live show. You got cars lined up and they got it, like a parking lot. So they got a whole parking lot stage up front. Everybody's still in their cars. They got food trucks out there, you know what I'm saying? Everybody in the whip, and the stage is kind of elevated, so, you kind of hearing the people in the cars just here looking up at you. Like I said, it really depends on different cities, because in Charlotte, we got a few spots that we can do it at, but like I said, we just gotta, we getting it together. A lot of it is just, everybody gotta piece this together as we learn what this coronavirus is doing with everything.
Word. So that's dope. I hadn't heard anything like that. So maybe that could be a new wave as well. Doing that parking lot concerts and stuff like that. And then of course, like I seen like people that do like virtual concerts and stuff like that. But I be thinking like it could be a real good way to build revenue. You know what I mean? Being able to do that, or especially if you do like the internet thing, you just gotta make sure you got a good software and server, so your stuff don't crash if a lot of people come in there.
That way, yeah. You gonna help me out with that though?
Yeah, maybe.
I'm saying, I agree with you.
Yeah. I mean, you probably make more money, and then it's like less people to pay though. Like if you did like a virtual concert, like you know what I mean, because then it's like you keep the same ticket prices, but then you don't have to pay for like security and all this other stuff that goes with it, and like insurance and permits and
you said you don't gotta pay for security.
Somebody, it's not, you ain't worry about all getting too rowdy or nothing. Nobody's trying to invade your privacy and space and shit. You gotta pretend like back up. You ain't gotta worry about none of that. That's the dope part about it. Especially if you like a big brand, people be trying to run up on you.
And you could be more comfortable. Like if you're doing a virtual concert, you should be more comfortable. You're not waiting on a promoter or no, you know what I'm saying? Like, something crazy going on. You got the bread. Like, what you mean you ain't comfortable? You was at your house, bro. You should have had a good time.
Right.
Got you some Henny, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Make it happen.
Right, because I'm at my house and I'm comfortable and I'm podcasting and it works for me.
Yo, I got my man feet out. I got talons up in this. Talons, rough feet. Got these claws and out here with my feet out on this podcast. Got my toes on the carpet getting plush.
Just chilling, That's and the crazy thing is, to be honest, like this, I believe this quarantine really helped me just like to really refocus and focus on what this platform, this podcast, the YouTube channel, and everything else. Like, because I have so much more time than I did before, and I'm like, you know what, F this, time to lights, camera, action. Let's turn this up, and that's why I've been knocking out interviews, just interviewing artists like yourself, ton of different interviews, doing promotion as much as possible, because this is the best time to really like get new viewers, because so many people are more so at home. It's easier to get people's attention. There's more people that's on the web ever than before, because people are trying to be entertained or they're scrolling through social media. So I feel like this is like literally the best time to really like get your brand established if you're on online brand, a podcast, or even an artist.
Yeah, I agree with you, because like everybody is home, and it's so dope because there's an audience for anything you do now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when we was younger, our parents didn't have headphones. They ain't had no earbuds at work, bro. Take that out your ear. You know what I'm saying? Like now we're the age where our parents, you know what I'm saying? Like they didn't have earphones. We have earphones. So, my sister can listen to something. Her son can listen to something different. And there's an audience for that. So it really shows you, you know what I'm saying? For whatever you do, find your audience.
Yeah, definitely. And that's the thing about it. Like for everybody that's out there, if you're really trying to build your brand, this is the best time if you're a podcaster, DJ, and artist, because we use social media in such a large capacity, and a lot of people, they can't go to the clubs like they used to. They can't do things. So put in your best efforts to entertain and build that fan base, because honestly, this channel been blowing up over quarantine. Things have been just like viral video, boom, 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 because there's so many people on the web now.
Yeah, and then the new platforms like TikTok. I just got on TikTok. Man, it's crazy. Like TikTok is so dope. Like I be seeing people, it's just so dope, man. It's and as an artist, you know what I'm saying, you see how people share your music. Like I had a single called Happy Hour, and if you like go Quaz Happy Hour, it's like, you know what I'm saying, people putting water in their dog bowl. Welcome to the happy hour. Like, and the dog over there, you know what I'm saying? The dog got a little bop. It's dope. So, I mean, when you see, white people with their dog dancing to your music, you feel like, man, like, I feel like I made it. Like, yeah, nigga, we made it. Like,
right. Yeah.
So, yeah, man, this is definitely the time to definitely get started and take advantage of everything that, you know what I'm saying, is going on.
Yeah, because like and even like what I realized also as when it comes to getting interviews, this is the best time um for anybody that's building their brands to reach out to these celebrities, get interviews, stuff like that. Because a lot of times they actually have like more time, free schedules and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
you know that is a major part of building when it comes to like building a podcast. Like the same way you're building, I'm building. Like because every platform, you know, we're all on the same platform. We're all working to build, you know, our brands and stuff. So I mean, this is like the perfect time to just work with new people and help each other grow. Like just working with each other and stuff like that. So, one another thing. So you're a musician, you're an artist, you're a songwriter.
Yes.
When you're an artist and stuff like that, you think of other things that goes with the brand, right? So, would you ever like or are you possibly working on any like clothing lines, sneaker lines, anything like that collectively to go with your brand?
Yes. So I have a sneaker line coming out in January. And it's called Eon. Um, I've been trying to just get the prototype ready. COVID really threw it off. Um, COVID just threw off the whole how I wanted it to you know what I'm saying, drop. I announced it and then COVID happened. So it was kind of embarrassing like to be in a situation where you know just the world has changed. But it's definitely gonna come out in January. And it's gonna come out with the album. So it's gonna be kind of a package deal. I'm just trying to get a few more of the details. Y'all see me on my social media. I got the shoes on, so I actually got the pair. They're gonna be called the Fax One,
Oh,
and
word.
they're like a luxury, you know what I'm saying, level shoe, but it's not gonna be over two, y'all. It ain't gonna be no luxury level sneaker. Because one thing I feel like people should still have nice shoes, but yeah, like I be hearing, you know, sneaker prices. That joint is crazy, and I just felt like I could come out with my own sneaker brand and build it. But you know, I'll be honest. Right now, I've been so focused on trying to build the music and then worry about the sneakers later. So it's been more of a as I build the music thing, I'm gonna really bring the sneakers forth. You know what I'm saying, forthcoming. Because I'm still again a musician. I got a passion for sneakers and you know all things sports. You know what I'm saying. So they're a sporty luxury shoe, kind of like myself and my music.
Oh man, that's dope, and I feel like that's smart for artists out there. Like because I know like sometimes when you're an artist, like the streams they don't be paying as much as they should. Artists, I feel like I'm feeling like Spotify and Apple or what Apple Music whatever need to revamp and make sure the artists are getting paid more. But with you having your clothing line, that's an additional way for you to have revenue and income while being able to do what you love as an artist.
Facts, facts. Yeah, it's been dope, man. Just seeing people's faces, you know what I'm saying, and dang. Matter of fact, yo, I could go get them. You want me to
Yo,
go get?
yeah,
You
go
want me to go
ahead.
get them?
I got time. I got time.
Yo, give me a
Go
practice.
ahead, let me do it. Let the audience see it, man.
Yeah, hold on, y'all be right back.
Okay, great. While we're waiting for him to come back, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell if you're just coming in. It's DJ Jericho Podcast, and we're interviewing Quaz. He just went in the back just to grab a sneaker, show us his new clothing line, everything else. But remember, you guys hit the subscribe button, and also check out my previous episode 39 of the DJ Jericho Podcast that just dropped yesterday. And also check out my interview with Speech as well from Arrested Development. We out here working, y'all. Out here putting out videos. If you guys like entertainment, news, commentary, gossip, and you guys like interviews and stuff like that, subscribe to your girl. Yeah, this is something different, y'all. Like doing a live with an artist. Like this is some stuff that I'm gonna be doing more often. I feel like it's really gonna be resourceful to the platform in general. Of course, I'm gonna have the regular podcast, but we're gonna start doing more interactive type of lives that we're doing like with quads, whatever. If you guys are just walking in, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell. And of course, this video is gonna stay up for everybody to get in, but you know, this is a recorded live. You know what I'm saying? So it's coming
All
together.
right, so like I was saying though, yeah. All right, so
That's nice.
all right, so we got the Fax One, right? See, all right. Uh, 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 uh,
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so let's. Bang, yang, 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 yang. Now this is my prototype. I've been rocking them, so y'all forgive me. They're not as crispy as they once were, but this is the Fax One. The logo is my Eon logo. Y'all can see it. So yeah.
Those are fresh. Those are real fresh, man.
So to kind of give y'all an idea what they look like on the foot. That's untitled sign, so that's on. So yeah, I mean, it's been dope having my own sneaker line, you know what I'm saying? Because it's one of the things I believe in. Like I said, ownership is a value. So yeah, that's what it's like.
Oh, put the foot up. Yeah, put it up. I can't.
Let me drop the camera.
Yeah, drop the camera.
There we go.
That's lit.
So yeah, I get to show off my new sneaker line, guys. It's love. I appreciate y'all. Yeah.
Well, them joints are definitely fresh, yo. Like, I'm gonna give me a pair. Where is the sneakers gonna be distributed to?
So I'm gonna start solely online on my website, quazmusic.com. So like I said, I'm gonna package it with, you know what I'm saying, the whole project when it drop. And we're gonna really try to push it to local distributors. So I'm gonna start with some of the sneaker boutiques in Charlotte. We got a few in the city. And then I'm gonna try to get to some in Atlanta. But they'll still be available online. It's just we're gonna start hitting the small sneaker boutiques with it first, and get started from there, from a mom and pop level, and then bring it on a grand scale.
Well, let me know when it comes out. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure I'm following you on social media. You know, just let me know. I'll buy you a pair and tell my people about it too, man. That's dope.
Hey, I appreciate it, and please, y'all support, man, because you don't gotta buy $300 phones. I promise, they got the same quality too. They feel amazing. They do. They really do.
Yeah, those are nice. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing about people out here. They have to understand the importance of self entrepreneurship and growth, and really believing in your product at the end of the day.
Facts. And you know what? It's got to be something you enjoy doing. Don't just try to sell people on something. Sell people something you love. So you're really just selling your passion. You're not really selling the product, and it goes from there.
Word. So, social media. Let's talk. Where are you on social media? You have Instagram and YouTube. Where can people find you to support your brand?
Facts. Everything is Quaz Music. QUAZ Music. Like regular way you spell music. And quazmusic.com. Quaz Music on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Quaz Music. Yeah, it's all the same tag.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show, and I appreciate you coming in. And make sure you guys check out his new music. He got music videos on there. Go on his YouTube channel and subscribe. If you guys are just coming in, once again, since it's a live broadcast, we're wrapping up my interview with Quaz. He's a music artist, entrepreneur, man out here doing it. Out here in Charlotte, North Carolina, making it happen, man.
Definitely. I appreciate you for having me.
Well, I appreciate you coming on, and everybody out there, make sure you guys follow him. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell. I'm going to be back on here for more. If you guys haven't already, check out my other videos, of course. Check out all my other commentary that's on the DJ J Erica podcast, YouTube official. YouTube, I am DJ J Erica. Follow us on social media at the DJ J Erica podcast, at DJ J Erica, and I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Much love. Peace.
Definitely.
Here. All right.